But as we put the focus really on the CBI investigation, we've been speaking about the former principal of the RG Kar Hospital, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, who's been questioned for 6 days and counting because he's in all likelihood going to be summoned tomorrow as well. Now, a whole lot of details have emerged about Dr. Ghosh, the kind of illegal activities that he ran while being the principal of the RG Kar Hospital. So while he first came under the scanner for going ahead and telling the parents that this was a case of suicide, that their daughter had died by suicide, now the spotlight is on him because several of his former colleagues have spoken out against him, accusing him of running all sorts of illegal organ rackets, of going ahead and selling unclaimed bodies, of extorting money from students. So much so that one of the colleagues of Dr. Sandeep Ghosh has said that the main accused here, the main accused was actually linked. Sanjay Roy was a bodyguard of sorts for the former principal, for Sandeep Ghosh.
He's emerging as the villain in the RG Kar Hospital rot. The man in the eye of the storm after horrific hospital rape and murder is witnessing more skeletons tumble from his closet. Former RG Kar principal Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, who sold the suicide theory to Abhiya's parents, has now been linked to the alleged rapist killer. His ex-colleague and a former superintendent of the hospital told India Today that Dr. Ghosh used accused Sanjay Roy as his security staff and a bouncer.
जो मेन कल्प्रिट कोलकाता पुलिस की ओर से कहा जा रहा है, उसका किस तरह का वर्चस्व था वहां पे, कुछ आपको पता चला है?
संजय राय को अभी मैंने देखा, उस टाइम में बहुत अच्छी तरीके से नहीं जानता था, बट मैं इतना ऑब्जर्व किया हूं कि प्रिंसिपल के जो बाउंसर होते थे 4 लोग, उसमें ये संजय राय भी था.
Dr. Ghosh's ex-colleague hinted at a clear Bengal government patronage for the tainted principal, revealing that he was shielded despite a vigilance probe finding him guilty for multiple misconducts. Akhtar Ali said that the state government had instead shunted out members of the vigilance probe team the same day of the damning report.
मैंने जब इंक्वायरी रिपोर्ट सबमिट कर रहा था, उसी वक्त पहले उन्होंने मुझसे अपना बंदा भेज करके नेगोशिएट करने का कोशिश किया. जब नहीं कर पाए तो मुझे डराने धमकाने का कोशिश किया गया. फिर उसके बाद मेरा तबादला कर दिया.
उन्होंने करवाया, उनका इतना
पावर था तभी तो अब देख नहीं रहे उनका पावर. 2 बार उनका ट्रांसफर हुआ, फिर इतना कुछ देने के बाद आज तक उनके अगेंस्ट में कोई इंक्वायरी नहीं हुआ.
The former principal also found himself facing charges of shooting porn films, running an extortion racket and being brain behind a biomedical-based smuggling scam.
There is a situation in this article medical college. The complaint of corruption, the complaint of extortion, there are complaints regarding exchange of money to make one pass or fail.
Dr. Ghosh was grilled for the 6th straight day by the CBI, which has found discrepancies in his statements. The powerful people who overturned the ex-principal's 3 successive transfers are also under lens. With Indrajit Kundu, Nabila Jamal, Suryagini Roy, Anirban Roy in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
So all of these skeletons tumbling out of Dr. Sandeep Ghosh's closet, which begs the question, why wasn't action taken against him right up until now? If there were reports, if there were clear demands by former colleagues and exposés made by them of the kind of racket that he was running in the hospital. Let's show you how this former principal was shielded despite the mountain of evidence against him. First off, of course, is over what happened right now to Abhaya. No action was taken against him initially, despite floating the suicide theory. Only now has the Kolkata police actually cracked the whip after the CBI stepped in. Sandeep Ghosh wasn't booked for several days despite revealing the victim identity. Again, you've got some action being taken in the last 2 days. The last 1 week plus, nothing was done against Ghosh. He was found to be guilty of corruption in a Vigilance Commission probe, but no action was taken. This was last year in 2023. He was found to be guilty, and yet nothing was done. And beat this, there was no action against Ghosh, but the members of that vigilance group who had found him guilty were all shunted out instead. Now, there are multiple allegations against him of corruption, of organ rackets, of going ahead and also selling off unclaimed bodies in the hospital. All of that brushed under the carpet and ignored. 2 transfers, which were slotted transfers of Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, they were overturned by the Mamata government, so it didn't happen. The 3rd transfer happened after this rape case came to light, after Abhaya's rape. And then too, remember that in a matter of 4 hours, he was reinstated as the principal of the Calcutta Medical College. And if it wasn't for the students of that college protesting and saying we won't let him to enter, he would have conveniently taken over as the top job of another medical college in Kolkata. Now, the question that arises when we show you all of these attempts to shield him is who's doing that? Is it being done by the Mamata government? Is it being done by the higher-ups, by someone in the lower-rung spots, in the official spots? That's really the question that needs to be answered. But remember that this man is right now in the CBI spotlight as well, having been questioned for 6 days and counting. Now, as the investigation moves forward, details trickling in of exactly what happened on that fateful night when Abhaya was raped and murdered. The main accused, the accused rapist in this particular case, Sanjay Roy, reportedly has not just confessed to the crime, but has narrated the exact sequence of events. Our next report tells you exactly how Roy committed this crime.
Anger on the streets. Calls for justice from across the nation after the brutal rape and murder of a doctor at her workplace, Kolkata's RG Kar Hospital. So far, only one suspect is in custody, Sanjay Roy, the civic volunteer hired by the city police. Sources close to the investigation say that they have pieced together vital information about Sanjay Roy's movements that fateful night. Sources say Sanjay Roy started consuming alcohol at around 11 p.m. on August 8th. Earlier, it was revealed that he watched porn while consuming alcohol. Roy visited a red light area along with another civic volunteer at around midnight. His colleague went inside the sex worker's house while Sanjay waited outside. Then at 2 a.m., both of them visited another red light area in South Kolkata. Once again, Sanjay stood outside the house, but this time he harassed a woman who was passing through and he asked for nudes. Sanjay Roy returned to RG Kar Hospital at 3:50 a.m. in a completely intoxicated state and peeked into an operation theatre. And then at 4 a.m., he was spotted outside the seminar hall on 3rd floor where he allegedly saw the victim sleeping. He allegedly confessed to jump on her and committing the horrendous crime. Kolkata police sources revealed that about 2 to 3 months ago, Sanjay Roy got involved in a scuffle with a male doctor and shouted at a lady doctor while admitting a patient at the RG Kar Hospital. He later had to apologize to the doctors for misbehaving with them. Sanjay's ex-mother-in-law claimed that he used to beat his 3-month-old pregnant wife when she was living with him. The grieving mother is also demanding death penalty for Sanjay Roy.
शादी 2 साल हुआ था, उसमें बीमार गिरा, मारा धारा, बीमार गिरा, 3 महीना का पेट में बच्चा था, वो भी खराब किया। संजय ठीक नहीं था, अब उसको आप लोग फांसी में चढ़ाइए, चाहे जो चढ़ाइए। अब जहाँ वो अकेला लड़का उसको मार खत्म कर नहीं सकेगा, अकेला तो उसका कैपेसिटी नहीं होगा।
Meanwhile, the CBI interrogated ASI Anup Datta of Kolkata Police. He said to be close to the accused Sanjay Roy. Anup Datta chose to sprint when the reporters asked him if he knew Sanjay Roy. The CBI is now expected to conduct a polygraph test of Sanjay Roy soon to assess his involvement in the crime further. Bureau Report, India Today.